Hello, Greebos, and welcome back to Downloadable Content. And that's right, it must be Monday because it is Mod Showcase Monday. This week, we're taking a look at about half a dozen mods, ranging from brand new ones to mods I use every single day. And if you're watching this now on Monday, you're like, whoa, Drifter, what's up? You're back. Why do you not look like an Absolver? That's because you missed the season finale of the lore. So go watch that. It came out yesterday, so go do that now. Then come back. Anyway, you're not going to want to miss these mods, so come on in. Our first mod on today's list is the AutoMail by EmClear. Now, this is fantastic. It is straight from Fullmetal Alchemist, so it is fantastic. If you haven't seen that anime, also go do that. But don't do it yet. Please finish my video. This one gives you a customizable metal arm that also works as a weapon or a defensive tool. Take your pick, but it looks and operates fantastically. So, you've recently lost your arm in combat, and we're not in the Star Wars universe, so all hope is lost. Or is it? What you do is you scroll down in your book all the way over here to like the armor category, and you're going to actually select this new one, AutoMail. It gives you a bunch of things, a bunch of different arms you can use. So let's say you only lost some of your arms. So I'm going to go back into, I have an arm mode, so let's just put on like a left hand real quick. Whoa, cool, I have my arm back. So back in AutoMail, let's say I just lost some of my arm. So let's say I lost just the forearm, equip. So from here, let's just go into this mode. You could, well, I probably should have worn a long sleeve, but you can see that I only lost some of my arm, and it's just this variant of it. It's just this metal right here up to the forearm. But if you were like me and lost the entire thing, you could equip the entire metal arm. Yeah, I'm using like a different armor set so it clips through, but it's okay. You know, if I wasn't wearing this one, it wouldn't clip, but all right, just shut up. It looks cool. And also you can wear the right one and have two metal arms. So if you were like unfortunate, wait, why does this one equip? Oh, right, I have to select this one. This is how you do both. There we go. Now I've lost both arms and I have both arms for fighting. And let me show you what's really cool about having both arms for fighting. So this man is going to swing at me, but I have metal arms now. Come on, swing. Can you please stop doing this and do the... Well, I'll just show them that he's not going to swing. Come on, stop being a brat. Fine, I'll show them this combat. So it works as like metal. Block! Uppercut! So just because you lost an arm, hope is not lost. You now have metal arms, and in Blade and Sorcery, metal arms can be devastating. Moving right along, we have a fantastic spell. Simple enough, but like I've said before, the simple ones sometimes are the best one. It is Throwable Gravity or Throwable Lightning by Savwyatt. And I say or because you could actually only pick one of these spells, so choose wisely. I have chosen the Gravity one to show you today, but let that not fool you because the Lightning one is also super cool. But let's have a look at Throwable Gravity. I would suggest using Spell Wheel Enhancer so you can find where your spells are, because things like Throwable, Lightning, and Gravity is hidden. Sometimes it's over here. Look, it's invisible until I select it. You see how it's not there? And now it is. I would have a hard time finding that without Spell Wheel Enhancer, so get that. But right now, let's select Throwable Gravity. So what you do is you just charge it up. It's a totally separate gravity spell, and now you can shoot it like a fireball and move it around like fireball, and when it hits, it does fireball things. It's pretty cool looking. I do enjoy that one. But I promise you, the fun does not stop here because you want this to be, well, more than this, right? So let's imbue it with two hands. Now, we take both hands. Of course, you could shoot two at a time now and have them dance. But the more fun is when you merge them. So now I will merge them, and this will do exactly what you want it to do. We will shoot this ball and control that one slightly, and look, boom, gravity bomb. Imagine if you were using lightning, it would do the lightning version of it, where, I wish I could show you both of them, but I can't. When you shoot it with lightning, it would hit and go, and do like lightning things. It's really cool looking. They're both cool looking. I chose the gravity one just because I like the gravity spell, but you can only have one. I'm going to reiterate this. You can only have one on at a time for now until our mod friend figures out how to do both of them. So that's my challenge to the modder. If you could find out how to have both throwable gravity and throwable lightning, do it, because I mean, I don't understand why not. They're technically two separate spells. Like, you already made this one here a separate spell, so I don't know why like it can't be throwable lightning over here. But I'm not that smart, and I don't claim to be. But this is throwable gravity. Moving right along, we have Link's Weapons and Avatar by Somnia. Now, normally the avatars I steer away from because they are way too cursed. And this one, well, it's not as cursed as any of the other ones. The hands work, it looks decent, but you have a really big head. It looks weird. But the weapons are really cool. Take a peek. Let's scroll down to the Hyrule Warriors category. Not the actual custom avatars. That's that reset this. This one's actually just in Hyrule Warriors. And you're gonna see our boy Link up top here. And if you have small children, I warn you, this might terrify them. Let's equip it. Look how terrifying Link is. His head is so big for this universe. Like, he just feels too big in this universe. Like, the bottom half is fine, but as it goes up, I mean, I don't know. But now that we have the avatar, let's take a look at some stuff. Also, shout out for having the avatar's hands not really that cursed. Let's take a left hand Hylian shield. So that's gonna, yeah, just like that. And the Master Sword. So, it looks pretty cool, right? I was expecting the Master Sword to like be able to like glow or something, but I'm pretty sure it should do something other than stab people. But yeah, that's the Master Sword. So now you can be Classic Link. Look, I'm Classic Link. I sound like Mickey Mouse. Oh! No, but now you can look like this and have the Master Sword and shield. But the other cool thing is all these other weapons in here. So let's say this white sword. Let's equip this one. I think, no, not the white sword. It's, here you go, magical sword. This one here has the auto imbue, so I just tap the spell use button and, wait, what? Oh no, you just tap the trigger button. There you go. And now you have flame. So when you see a villain, you can hit him with a flame sword. Isn't that right, villain? Hey, I need to finish you off. Villain. Look, I'm Link doing normal Link stuff, just like Link would. There's definitely a lot of shields in this pack, a couple of swords, which is pretty cool. I'd like to see some more things come here, but you know, I'm a huge Zelda fan, so it's just cool to have this type of stuff, even if you are not choosing to use the avatar. And to reset this avatar, sometimes it's a little cursed, doesn't work all the time. You go to avatar and you select custom avatar reset, equip. But if you notice, if you become invisible, there's nothing you could do other than go into your book, select a door, and restart the level. All right, up next, I'm doing a combo mods. They're by two separate authors, so don't get confused. The first one is called the AI Health Modifier by Neeshka. The other is called Non-Snapping Limbs by IfKenshiMods. Now, people keep asking me if I'm back. No. People keep asking me, what are your sectory settings, Drifter? And I say the same thing now. I no longer use sectory. I use the health modifier and non-snapping limbs, and I combine them for the ultimate experience. Using health modifier is pretty straightforward. At the top of your menu book, you're going to have a little heart icon right now, and that's a stand for the different health you would get in a video game. So let's select that one. And now you have two categories, enemy health and player health. So what you do, if you want to set the enemy health, you do this little arrow first, boop, and you have 100%. Now that that's set, you could select the text box and a calculator will spawn. So for me, I found a good health value to be about 350 or 450 if you're feeling powerful, and plus the return key. I'm aware that I said plus, and it's okay, we're moving on. From there, I also like to set the player health to about 300%. You know, this is your call, it's really up to you. You can set it to whatever you want. 1 if you're feeling like a badass, but that's how you set the enemy health, okay? Memorize that, keep that in your memory. That's how you do it. Now, let's move on to something else. So, we're gonna open our book again, and you're gonna see another category. That was the heart, this is the little gear icon. I did a whoopsie and forgot to tell you that you are going to need the mod configuration menu by Hugh Johnner. It's called mod configuration menu, or mod configurator. However you wanna type it into Nexus, you will find it. Now, once we're there, you're gonna see a list of a lot of customizable things. You're basically editing JSON files, but in-game, which is why it's so important. So I'm going to select here non-snapping limbs. For the most part, you don't have to like change much. I don't even think I changed anything in here. So die on head chop, so of course we want that. Doesn't matter how much health they have. Destabilize one leg. I leave that enabled because it is absolutely hilarious. Let's create a friend. Now that I've created a friend, I really need to test out my non-snapping limbs. So I have something that really hits hard. So let's figure out, you know, this arm here. We're going to hit it right on a sever point. Drop the arm. And he's going to be like, ow, wow, my arm, that hurts a lot. But he stands up and is still alive. He doesn't die in dismemberment. He can't use the arm. He still tried to and failed. So the next piece is, let's just hit him with a nice decap and we'll finish him off that way and we'll work on someone else. So, dies instantly. Now I'm going to need another friend. I want to show you guys the leg part of it. Bye, leg. Oh, come on. Bye, leg. There you go. So chopping off one leg destabilizes him so he won't attempt to stand up. So if you turn that off, they're going to try to stand back up, which you don't want. But I love non-snapping limbs because while playing, everyone's like, oh man, Sectory used to be able to do this and yada yada. But when you combine health modifier plus non-snapping limbs, well, you get some good things. And I strongly recommend using it. Unfortunately, Sectory is, you know we love the Sectory, but it's kind of going the way of the dodo at this point. So these ones are a great replacement for them. I use these now every single day, and you should too. Our penultimate entry on today's list is Neck Snapping and Force Choke by RaveLizard, by the way. People also ask me, hey Drifter, why do you snap people's necks? And how do you snap the necks? And what mod should I use? And I will show you what mod you should use, and I will also show you how to customize it. Neck snapping, one of my absolute favorite simple mods. You grab them, hold the trigger, and snap the neck. Instant death, but how do we make it look so easy? What we're gonna do is bring back up our book and go into my mod configurator, and you're gonna see something that says neck snap right now. So these are all the settings I have. I'm gonna leave it on here for a couple of moments so you can just copy it if you want. Now the moment has passed, so I will show you what I have on. I have both physical and force choke speed set to 60, and neck break force required is 15. I also have turned off blunt damage breaks the neck. You can leave yours on if you want to. Sometimes I put that on if I'm feeling pretty cheeky and I just want to hit them with some blunt force trauma and snap the neck. I'll leave that on. But for the most part, it's off for my combat. So these are my settings. And I'm going to click save. So now I can easily walk up to them. I grab right here with the trigger. You could either grab their face or their neck area to snap them. So you grab the face, and while holding it with the grip, we then press the trigger. You don't have to move your hand. I just do that to show off, but it's just broken. You just squeeze, okay? And that breaks them. But if you want to look like a cool guy, you grab, hold the trigger, and move it at the same time to make it look like, you know, you're doing it. Now, the other thing you can do is the force choke, like insta-kill that I love doing. So back in the book, you're going to notice something that says always on telekinesis. I have that turned on so I don't have to select the gravity spell to do it. You can just do it normally. So with Adon, I just have to move my hand to his choke point where his neck is and then use the grip. So he's choking. And now, while holding the grip, I'm also going to hold the trigger and spell use button. Because if you just do the trigger, he's going to come to you, right? And if you use the spell use button, you're going to push him away. But if you do all three buttons at once, broken neck. So that's how you break a neck with force choke. And that's how you break a neck manually. Don't forget, this is one of my favorite things to do. You're absolutely going to love this one. Be like Darth Vader, be like your favorite villain, doesn't matter, you're gonna have fun. Our final entry on today's list is a mod I have shown before, but people keep asking, so I am delivering. It is the NPC Spawner Spell by Talion 3.0, version 3.0. You ask how I get NPCs in the player home? This is how you do it. I will also show you how to get different types of NPCs, the ones you really want to use. And also, I'll show you how to change them from neutral, friendly, to enemy. So you've seen me spawn Rickies at my home, and you're wondering how I do so. Well, it's the NPC Spawner Spell. Go into your spell wheel and select the little guy right here, NPC Spawner Spell. With that selected, you just hold it like you're casting a spell, but if you want to change the different color of it while casting, do the grip. So that changes it. Grip again. So I'm holding the cast button and then I'm tapping the grip to cycle between these ones. Okay? So the white is neutral, red is enemy, and blue is an ally. And when you go into your menu book here, you're going to see a little like stick figure fighting guy. These are all the different people that you can summon. And you can change their health. You can change their faction. Faction if they're going to be an enemy or not, but you can do that manually. You can do it as a fireball or pointer. I use my fireball. You can also, I love this feature. You can change the amount you want to summon. If you hate your computer, set it to 1,000 and summon them. But if you want to summon more than one, let's say, and this is very sensitive, so be careful. I will summon 24 of these dungeon chickens, okay? And I'm going to set the, I need a big area. Okay, dungeon chickens. I summon you now. Oh, what? All right, dungeon chickens. Now I summon you. What the hell? Summon. The dungeon chickens aren't behaving, so we're not going to summon the dungeon chickens. We're going to summon humans. Humans now. Uh-oh, there we go. So they're going to multiply kind of like Meeseeks right now because I set them to 24. And now I want to start a war of the Rickies. So I'm going to set this to enemy mode. And I will summon 24 enemies to fight 24 neutral guys, I guess? I don't really know what's going to happen, but my computer's going to yell at me in a second. Oh, man, that guy's going to go in the water. This is funny. So you can make your own, battles if you want to. Be careful of the frames. You will absolutely lose frames. They're looking to go, I don't know what they're doing. They're going Caligula crazy and stab in the water. But this is the NPC Spawner Spell. Like I said, I use this almost every single day. I play Blade and Sorcery. It's quality of life. It's super fun. You guys are absolutely going to love this one. This is the NPC Spawner Spell 3.0, and you can do a lot of stuff with it, so enjoy. Well, Greebos, that is it for this week's Mod Showcase Monday. I hope you had a ton of fun, and more importantly, I hope you download these mods because they are fantastic. All linked down below in the description, and while you're there, also in the description is a link to my Twitch where you can follow me, lest you be sacrificed. Also, special shout out and thank you to my patrons, listed right here on screen. Thanks for supporting your local lunatic like me so I can continue to make weird VR content to everyone else. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Rob from Downloadable Content, and I will see you in the next video.